Roundabouts, love them or hate them. If you're like most Americans, you might be skeptical, but here's the thing, they're not just a European fancy. They're a proven solution to some of our biggest traffic problems. In this video, we'll break down why roundabouts are taking over American intersections and why that's probably a good thing. While roundabouts are gaining traction in the US, we're still far behind other countries. With only 9,000 roundabouts compared to France's 30,000, what's holding us back? The reasons might surprise you, and they reveal a lot about our approach to urban planning and road safety. Let's take a step back and look at the history of these circular intersections. Believe it or not, America's first encounter with roundabouts dates back to 1903, when William Phelps Eno designed the Columbus Circle in New York City. Despite this early start, it took nearly a century for the modern roundabout to make its way back to American soil. The modern roundabout, as we know it today, was actually refined and standardized in the UK during the 1960s. The key innovation? The give-way rule, which requires vehicles entering the roundabout to yield to those already in it. This simple change revolutionized traffic flow and safety at intersections. Fast forward to 1990, and the first modern roundabout in the United States was built in Summerlin, Nevada. Since then, their numbers have grown steadily, but we're still playing catch-up with our European counterparts. According to Lee Rodegerts, a roundabout expert, the US had about 300 roundabouts in the late 1990s. Today, that number has increased to approximately 9,000. So what makes these circular intersections so special? Modern roundabouts are designed with a few key features in mind. First, their circular geometry naturally slows down traffic. As drivers approach, they're forced to reduce their speed, typically to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. This lower speed is crucial for safety. Second, the continuous flow of traffic eliminates the stop-and-go pattern of traditional intersections. Instead of waiting at a red light, vehicles yield to traffic already in the roundabout and enter when there's a gap. This keeps traffic moving, reducing congestion and frustration. The geometry of roundabouts does more than just guide traffic. It's revolutionizing road safety. What if a simple change in road design could reduce fatal crashes by 90%? Let's look at the numbers behind the roundabout revolution. When it comes to safety, roundabouts are in a league of their own. Studies have shown that these circular intersections can reduce fatal crashes by a staggering 90% and injuries by 75%. But how do they achieve such impressive results? The answer lies in their design. Roundabouts naturally slow down traffic as drivers approach and navigate the circle. This reduction in speed is crucial for safety. At traditional intersections, vehicles often meet at high speeds and right angles, increasing the risk of severe collisions. In contrast, roundabouts force drivers to reduce their speed to about 15 to 20 miles per hour, significantly lowering the chances of serious accidents. But safety isn't the only advantage of roundabouts. They're also champions of efficiency. Unlike traditional intersections where you might find yourself idling at a red light, roundabouts keep traffic flowing continuously. Drivers yield to traffic already in the circle and enter when there's a gap, eliminating the stop-and-go pattern that contributes to congestion and driver frustration. This continuous flow doesn't just save time, it also has environmental benefits. Less idling means reduced emissions and lower fuel consumption. It's a win-win for both commuters and the environment. Let's look at Carmel, Indiana. Under Mayor Jim Brainerd's leadership, the city has installed over 150 roundabouts. The result? A significant drop in traffic fatalities and a city that's become a model for roundabout implementation across the United States. Carmel's success story isn't just about numbers, it's about transformed communities. Roundabouts have improved traffic flow, reduced accidents, and even enhanced the city's aesthetic appeal. But the benefits of roundabouts extend beyond individual intersections. They can reshape entire traffic systems, creating a more fluid and less stressful driving experience. By reducing stop-and-go traffic, they help drivers maintain a more consistent speed, which can lead to better fuel efficiency and reduced wear and tear on vehicles. Roundabouts also enhance pedestrian safety. With designated crossing areas and lower vehicle speeds, pedestrians can cross one direction of traffic at a time, reducing their exposure to potential accidents. This makes roundabouts particularly beneficial in areas with high foot traffic, such as near schools or in downtown areas. You might think safer intersections would be universally welcomed. Yet in America, the roundabout revolution is meeting resistance. What's holding back this potentially life-saving traffic solution, and why does its adoption vary so dramatically across the country? The answer lies in a complex mix of culture, geography, and misconceptions. Despite the proven safety benefits, many Americans remain skeptical of roundabouts. This resistance isn't just about preference, it's deeply rooted in our driving culture and urban design history. Take, for instance, the case of Ojai, California in 1988. When plans were announced to build America's first modern roundabout, public outcry prevented its construction. This reaction highlights a broader cultural resistance to change, especially when it comes to something as fundamental as our road systems. But it's not just about resistance to change. The geographical disparity in roundabout adoption across the United States is striking. Florida, for example, has embraced the circular solution with over 1,000 roundabouts. On the other hand, states like Wyoming have very few. This uneven spread raises questions about the factors influencing roundabout implementation. One significant barrier is driver education. In many states, new drivers don't have the opportunity to practice or learn how to use a roundabout during their training. This lack of familiarity can reinforce reluctance and anxiety about navigating these intersections. The unique driving culture in the U.S. also plays a role. American driving can be characterized as more aggressive and confrontational compared to other countries. This, combined with a historical preference for traffic signals, complicates the acceptance of roundabouts, which require a more cooperative approach to traffic flow. It's important to note that roundabouts aren't without their challenges. Concerns have been raised about their ability to handle very high traffic volumes and the safety of cyclists. Some research suggests that certain roundabout designs can be harmful to bicyclists, especially when they lack protected bike lanes. However, many of these concerns stem from misconceptions or outdated information. Modern roundabouts are significantly different from older traffic circles that often led to confusion and accidents. The key innovation of modern roundabouts, the yield to traffic in the circle rule, addresses many of the issues associated with older designs. To overcome these barriers, education and experience are crucial. As more communities implement roundabouts and drivers become familiar with them, resistance often decreases. It's a process of adaptation that requires patience and persistence from urban planners and traffic engineers. As roundabouts gain traction, they're sparking a quiet revolution in how we think about traffic flow. But here's a thought. Could these circular intersections be the key to solving more than just congestion? What if roundabouts held the potential to reshape our communities, from safety to sustainability? The increasing adoption of roundabouts in suburban and rural areas of the U.S. is a testament to their versatility. With 500 to 700 new roundabouts being constructed each year, it's clear that this traffic solution is gaining momentum. But the road ahead isn't without its challenges. The success story of Carmel, Indiana, offers a glimpse into the potential future of American intersections. Mayor Brainard's statement, "We set out to build a city that worked, and the transportation network is one of those basic things that a city has to do right for it to work," encapsulates the transformative power of roundabouts. Carmel's experience demonstrates how a commitment to roundabouts can reshape not just traffic patterns, but the entire urban landscape. As we look to the future, the question isn't just about replacing traditional intersections with roundabouts. It's about reimagining our approach to urban design and community well-being. Roundabouts offer a unique opportunity to create safer, more efficient, and more sustainable urban spaces. As we've seen, roundabouts are more than just a novel intersection design. They're a proven solution to some of our most pressing traffic problems. By reducing fatal crashes by up to 90% and keeping traffic flowing smoothly, roundabouts are revolutionizing road safety and efficiency, but their benefits extend far beyond the immediate intersection. So what does this mean for your community? How might roundabouts improve your daily commute or enhance the safety of your neighborhood? The future of American intersections is circular, and it's time to embrace it. Learn about roundabouts in your area and consider advocating for safer, more efficient intersection designs. After all, better intersections mean better communities. If you're interested in improving traffic flow and safety in your area, learn more about roundabouts. Find out if there are plans for roundabouts in your community. If not, consider advocating for their implementation. Engage with local planners and officials to discuss the potential benefits.